What's up? This is your boy Menace with True Juggalo Family. I'm here with Edsel with the band Dope.
That's me. What's up, y'all?
We are here in Austin, Texas, just outside the Dirty Dog Bar for the Die Motherfucking Die tour.
Yes, Die Motherfucker Die reunion tour.
And so far, you've been out on tour for a little over a month, right?
We started September, second week of September, I think. So it's a little over a month. No days off. 36 shows in a row so far. It's been pretty fucking crazy.
Oh yeah. What stands out so far? What city was the wildest?
It's hard to say that. The shows have really been good. We're more of a Midwest rooted band, so Chicago, Flint, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Ohio, all those are really good shows. The Northwest was really good for us too this time around. Portland, Seattle. I mean, really, they've all been good, man. We had a bunch of shows sell out. Wisconsin's always good for us. It's been a while since we've been in Texas, so it's gonna be interesting to see how Austin, Dallas, Houston, and I think we're one more Texas market. Where the hell is it? Lubbock. So we got those coming up. It's all good, man. It's hard to pick a wildest moment. I'm like Kelly Bundy, man. Every time I have a new experience, I lose an old one. So it's all good.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, from what I'm gathering, you pretty much have the classic lineup on this tour. Is that right?
We have one of the classic lineups. This band has never had the same lineup on any album. It's always been sort of a fraternity where I got, it's myself and then a cool group of dudes based on availability and what I'm trying to accomplish creatively. But this is the core of the lineup from the Die Motherfucker Die song, which was the Life album. And it's been a while since these four have played together. I've played with one or two of them pretty regularly here and there. But the four of us together, it's been quite some time, so we thought that was a pretty cool little thing to celebrate. We just got back from Russia where we did a live album with this lineup, our first ever live album that came out really badass. And yeah, man, it's good though. The cool thing about getting back together with different generations of the band is just the different stories and the different inside jokes. It's like, imagine you hang out with your junior high school buddies. You got certain nicknames for one another, certain jokes. Yeah. And you get to high school, you got a different group of buddies, but maybe one of those buddies from junior high school is still in that same group with you, and you got, different inside jokes and stuff. So this is just one chapter of the Dope life where we're all, we're all reminiscing. Remember that time we were in Austin, or remember that time we were this or that? It's a different story than if I was with a different group of these guys. So
for sure.
It's a good time. Sure.
It's always good to rekindle that old chemistry.
Man, we're all friends. I'm friends with all the dudes that have ever played in the band. We're all grown ups. It's all good, man.
Nice. Well, your most recent release is Blood Money.
Yep. Well, it comes out October 28th.
And it's a two-part.
Correct.
Two-part album. And the first part you're releasing, and from what I understand, you had started production on it, and you realized at some point throughout the production you wanted to make it a two-part. Is that right? Or
no, it just grew into that. I mean, it's been a long time since our last album was released. There was just so much music written in that time frame that it wouldn't feel right for me to separate the titles. Like, it reflects that chunk of my life. So I feel like it would only be appropriate to keep it underneath one banner.
Okay. So, any idea when the second one?
I'd like to get the first one out first. The first one comes out in a couple weeks, and then this tour will wrap up, and then I'll get back to work on some new stuff, and we'll figure out what our plans look like for next year, and then I can kind of try to figure it out. I mean, I'd like it to be sooner rather than later, but at the same time, I feel like fans are, we've given the fans a lot this year after being gone for a while. We gave them a full 21-song live album. Gave a full U.S. tour. We're going over to the U.K. We're going back to Russia. And now we're giving them a full-length new studio album, Blood Money Part 1. So try not to get ahead of myself yet.
For sure. Well, it's a lot to take on.
Yeah, man. And it's a lot for them to absorb, to dive into, too, even though everybody's got much shorter attention spans these days. I think that's enough for them to sink their teeth into for a minute, and then we'll start talking about Blood Money Part 2 here in due time.
Yeah, and we had talked a little bit off camera about how you manage a lot of things behind the scenes. I imagine once that comes out, there'll probably be a tour to follow that up.
Yeah, I mean, I would think so. You know, we just, like I said, we haven't started thinking about what the plans are for 2017 yet. We got some ideas, but nothing real set. So we're gonna let some things play out and figure it out.
Waiting for it to stick to the wall, see what.
Yeah, also really and truthfully waiting for this experience to end. Like, you know, I don't want to make any, like, my agent's been like, I want to do this, I want to do, like, dude, until I sleep in my own bed again, I'm not making any plans to leave my bed.
That's wisdom there, right?
Yeah, man. Like, that's how I feel. Like, in the old days, I'd already just be locked into other things. But, like, man, my own sanity, my own peace of mind, my own happiness needs to be a factor, and that wasn't the case back in the day. So, I feel good about it all, man. It's all good. You know, we're OGs at this point. You know, band's been around for 17 years. There ain't no need to act with any desperation or with any self-imposed pressure.
Yeah,
it's all good, man. It's all good.
Well, I mean, it sounds like that could be some good advice for any aspiring musicians that might be watching us.
Well, you know, I mean, if you're young and you're new at it, I tell you to go for the gusto. So, you know, you're supposed to, you know, sacrifice everything and work your ass off tirelessly. You know, I did that for many, many years. But once you know, it's like any business. Once the business has reached the level of, you know, success and profitability, and you know, then it's you know, you manage it properly and you do what's best for yourself. You know, and that's what it is ultimately. It's a band and it's art, but it's also a small business. But when you're starting any small business, you got to work 24/7 to make it successful, for sure. Yeah. We've earned the right at this point for the band to be able to function, you know, a little bit more as if it is sustaining itself and it is successful. Let's do what's right for ourselves and for the band at the same time.
Nice. Well, that's like I said, man. That's wisdom, and that's something even in any field that you're in life. You know, do what you want. If you're not happy doing it, find something that makes you happy. But don't take on too much too quick.
Sure.
You know. Next question I got is kind of a bit of a throwback. A little bit of digging around. Apparently, you've done some like soundtrack work with WWE in the past.
Oh, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I've done a lot of soundtrack work for ESPN and, you know, the NFL. I did tons of music for the NFL, and I've done a lot of stuff for the WWE through the years. As Dope, we've done Vince McMahon's theme, and we've done a few other things, but independently, without the branding of Dope on it, I've done a lot of behind-the-scenes music work for WWE and done a lot of themes for some wrestlers. Sadly, a lot of times I don't even know which wrestler it's for, and then oftentimes I don't know what they use or what it ends up becoming because I just kind of work as an independent guy with them. I know a while ago I did a theme for Ryback, and I know I've done others. I just can't think of the names right now, but I've done a lot of work with WWE for sure.
Nice. Well, there's a lot of wrestling fans in the Juggalo community.
Oh, I know, man. I know.
The next question I have is actually from another staff member from True Juggalo family,
cool.
Naptown Mike. He wants to know what the story about bringing Zakk Wylde in to be a part of the Addiction track from the No Regrets album.
It was a great experience, man. We knew we were gonna do the Zakk Black Label Bash tour. Nice. And we had some political ties to Zakk through our label and through management at the time. And Zakk's a super, super nice human being. And we kind of hit Zakk up and said, you know, we know people are always hitting you up to work on stuff, but this is the song. We know that, you know, you're a big drinking guy, and where you know, the hook of this song is it's comparing the way that drugs and alcohol can take a hold of you to the way a woman can take a hold of you. And I think he liked it, and he listened to the song and thought it was really cool, and then, you know, he agreed to lay down some guitar on it for us. It was great for me as a producer to be able to, you know, sit there and edit Zakk Wylde guitar tracks and help it, you know, turn into the vision that I had for the song. He loved what I sent back to him. He's like, man, I don't remember playing it like that. I was like, you didn't play it like that. I cut it up and kind of like, because he sent me a few things, and I was able to cut them together and really make it into what I want. He's like, I fucking love it though, man. That shit sounds great. So it was awesome. It was a great experience. Really appreciate Zakk for being a part of the Dope. He's the only guest that I've ever had on a Dope song. So I thought,
Nice.
that was pretty good.
Man. Well, the last question I got for you, man. Juggalos are fans of all sorts of music.
Yep.
All sorts of music. And every year there's the gathering of the Juggalos.
Yep. We played it twice.
Well, any plans on playing again in the future?
I'm always open to it. It's always comes down to timing and availability. But yeah, absolutely, 100%. I'm always interested in that. It's a crazy time. It's unlike if you've never been to a gathering, which most of you watching probably have. But if anybody hasn't been to one, you can't describe it. You got to see it. It's banana land. It's insane. I love Insanity. I love being part of Insanity. I love what the clowns do. I love the lifestyle. I love that, it's just a big freak fest, man. It's a bunch of people that have found a belonging into something that they share, and it's cool to see people travel from so many places to all converge upon this one crazy campsite for this experience. And I really appreciate that the clowns have invited so many different artists to take part in that, because I think it makes it that much more special, and it shows that the community, the Juggalo community, reaches out a lot farther than I think a lot of people even realize. So it's been cool for us, and we've toured with some clown bands in the past, some Juggalo bands in the past, and I know Twisted isn't on the same Psychopathic label anymore, but I dig what they do, and I can see us working with them at some point, doing something. I'd love to work with the clowns too. We never actually toured with Insane Clown Posse, which I think is a little weird that it never happened. But I would be down with that too. Yeah, it's all good, man. I'm down with the clowns.
That's what's up. Well, I appreciate your time. I know you got to get ready for the show tonight.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get some rest and watch this dumbass debate here, which is just absolute utter silliness. But
it is.
I'm gonna watch it,
and
get some rest and play some rock and roll, man. It's like
yeah,
number 36 in a row today, I think. No days off. We don't fuck around out here.
Man, well, I appreciate your time.
Thank you, man. Appreciate your time.
Hey, thank you.
Peace out, yo.
This is Menace, True Juggalo family.
Edsel,
whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Ninjas.